Oi oi, look at that. Sunshine. So we're actually off to Shaldon. Lovely. Gonna get the ferry over. I won't film a huge amount of my journey to the ferry, but just a little bit here and there. Right, let's crack on. So nice to see the sun for a little bit. As you can see from the ground, it's been raining of course, and it's due to rain again around 1 o'clock. But we've got a little window now, so we're going to do Shaldon. Lovely. Small climate change protest in the triangle there. But the reason I'm filming here really is because you've got the entrance of the triangle where we walked in, you've got an entrance to the triangle there, and of course you can't bring vehicles in. And then you've also got an entrance down here, which is technically a one-way street. Well, right where this van is here is where the doctor's is. And the reason I'm saying this is people were asking me what I meant by saying, why do I have to go down a one-way street, reverse down a one-way street, pedestrian street to get to the doctor's? And it's because there I can't really go through the triangle itself, obviously. It's difficult to come down by the fountain because it's so busy. But it's easier to come to here and reverse back down. She's not too far, it's not too awkward, but if I drop Mum at the end here, she couldn't walk down on her own. So that's why I have to say about reversing down. Now it's all right on a day like this. When there's loads of people around, oh, it's a nightmare. There we go, stop here. I have to reverse down to there. Not a million miles, but a bit awkward. Back at the post office. There's a little display, getting ready to bloom. The back of the oyster catchers. Normally only ever come down in the opposite direction. There's the sea breeze across the road. I know quite a few of you stay here when you come down to Teignmouth. Oh, it's not a sea breeze, the seaway, sorry. Pam says she stays there, I think, and a couple of others. There he is, Woodward. Lovely place to stay. Not much further to go now, seem to be at the ferry. Lovely. Right, I hope it's not too windy for you. I'll put the wind blocker on if I think it is. Probably is actually. Oh, just missed him. Just missed him. Oh, nightmare. Oh, well, that is slightly annoying, I'm not going to lie. Never mind, just have to wait, won't I? Just have to wait.
20 minutes later.
Well, at least it's the covered ferry today, so if it does rain at 1 o'clock when I'm coming back, I'll have a bit of cover. Not only has the ferry arrived, but that lovely group of people there all recognise my voice and watch my videos. Smashing! Now we're off. Mad to think we were going down a tunnel through the middle of that cliff.
So when you walk down, you go, here's what it's today, my boss's friends or my friends. How will
Whee!
be the same as I said, good luck. Oh, I'm really going to Teignmouth.
Here we go, Shaldon. Made it eventually. Isn't that great? A few days in the planning, a few days been unable to get here, but we're here now. So we're going to go and check out this cliff slippage via the Ness tunnel. Couple of then and nows on the way, of course. We'll just see what happens. Beach is rather low over there by the steps. Quite rocky. Unusual. Yes, there we go. Look how much of a step I've got to go up to get onto the first proper step of the steps. Ooh. It's all to do with that work that was going on the other day when we were filming it from over on the car park. 7 weeks worth. Nightmare. There's that lovely garden. Nice car as well. Always film that when I walk past. It's all that in bloom soon. All those plants flowering. Trees blossoming. Lovely. Just pause for a quick look back towards Teignmouth. And we can see in the centre there the 1930s breakwater. Well, I've got a picture from years ago which was taken up higher than this, but almost the same view. I'll try and put the date on the photo if I can find it when I get home. Here's the photo. This is the breakwater from up higher. Now that photo was probably taken from the top of the Ness, but as we're not going up there today, we simply lined it up from here, just on the approach. Here we go, Ness Hotel. Filming directly into the sun, unfortunately, but there we go. There's a mini gutter there, created by small sandbags to stop the water from coming across the road here. And there's the old Ness farmhouse with the pond with the rather large fish, and I got a nice little photo of it which I'm sort of semi lining up now. Here we go, roughly here I think, going on the start there. I'll put the date on the photo if I've got it. So that was here many moons ago. Quickly look for some fish. Right in the centre now you should see a greyish fish along with an orange one behind it, but they're right at the other end of the pond, so I can't really get a clear shot of them, unfortunately. Now there's a little robin there, and the reason I'm saying that is because I think it's the same robin. What do I mean? Well, there's a lovely lady called Dawn Kiff who comes along here every morning at what I would have to really call an ungodly hour because it's not even light, and she does the cleaning of the tunnel, and the little robin has befriended her, and she posts all sorts of pictures of herself and the robin on Facebook, with the robin up close, with the robin sat on her head, sat on her shoulder, sat on her hand. So I'm going to quickly run you through a few pictures of her she's taken of the robin. I won't use the ones where her own face is in it because I don't really have permission to do that, I don't think. But I do definitely feel I'm perfectly entitled to post the robin. So here we go, run through a few pictures of that. So that was Dawn Kiff, who cleans the tunnel with a remarkable performing robin, which, as I say, waits for her every morning to come and turn up for work, and waits for her every evening when she, or not every evening, every time she's finished, she comes back up the tunnel. And here we are, quite wet in the tunnel, really pouring down. A couple of drips right on my head from the top of the tunnel in the last part. On my glasses, gonna have to wipe them off. Well, I cleared my glasses off as best I could. Not perfect, but it'll do. Gonna look at the cliff slippage in a minute. Gonna start off by heading down here to line up a 1920s photo. So here we go. It's the entrance to the tunnel, very much the same as it is now. Do you think much has changed? Let me know. Lovely. Lovely. And here we go, off in the drone. I'm not going on a mad flight today. Basically, I can't go too high because I'm down on the beach. That sounds silly, but if I was at the top of the cliffs, I could fly up a certain amount. But it's the height above where I'm standing that matters, meaning that when I go up to my maximum height, I'm only near the top of the cliff. But anyway, we just have a quick look around. No worries, can't go too far, got to keep line of sight. There we are. Quick look at Teignmouth. And there's the top of the Ness. And a little bit of Shaldon visible without me going too high. Looking down the Ness. Boat on the river there, those rowers heading through the river mouth. And turning back to see the Ness beach itself. Tunnel entrance just come into view. And I think at this point I stopped and did the 360 photo, which you'll find in the description of this video. There's the golf course, lovely and green. Just turn around for one last look at Teignmouth before I fly down the beach to take a look at the Slippage. Slippage. Here we go. You can see it up ahead of me. There's a really sort of two small, well, one main slippage with two small piles. Each one has its own special tree planted at the bottom, which used to be up on the Ness, obviously, or up on the cliffs. Plenty of people on the beach, as you can see. And nice to not have loads of signs. They keep away, don't, you know, close the beach and all that. Common sense. That's what it is, common sense. There it is, it's a slippage area. Just line him up a bit better, turn round. Get right, there we go, that's what's come down. We'll have a closer look at that in a minute. Gonna go up, right up there, walk up really, really close. And also see some nice waterfalls. There we are, that's the slippage. So what I thought I'd do now is just to go sideways along and have a little bit of look at the rest of the cliff, what it looks like normally, where it's not slipped. Beautiful cliffs. There we go. And turn around to look back up Ness Beach. Beautiful. Right, this is a return to home. Told it to come back to me. Back it goes. It's at maximum height already. Thought I'd turn down and try and see myself. I thought that was me on my little screen, but it's not. Some people walking along, so it's a look at the waves. Now I should at this point insert some sort of wave sounds or something, but to be honest I don't have any to hand. But this is just looking down as it flies itself back to me. I should come into shot in a minute. Beautiful waves though. There I am, right at the top. I'm waving. Hello! Whee! Oh, it should start coming in now. There, it's adjusting itself. So as it's pointing in exactly the same direction as it when it took off. And there we go. All the way down to once again land on my hand. Ahead we have that slippage that we were looking at just now from the drone, with a little tree at the bottom. This almost remained upright from up on the cliff. A couple of little trees actually. One right in front of me there. And of course the big one there. Let's get a bit closer. There we go, spent many years up on the cliff. Now I've decided to come and have a paddle on the beach. See the trail of brown mud? It's almost like it's kind of bleeding. The cliff is bleeding from its damage. There we go, slippage number 2. Beautiful coastline, beautiful rocks. The video won't do it justice to being here in person. The mini waterfall. Lovely. Got the wind blocker off now, so hopefully you're getting all this noise. All the birds, all the water, all the waves, all the ambience. Lovely. It really is something I love about water and cliffs and waterfalls, etc. Beautiful. As beautiful as this all is, all good things must come to an end, etc. So start making my way back now. But I've enjoyed that. Now here's a picture I do have a date for, so I can give you it now as I'm talking. 1920, round about here. Those steps haven't been built, but the tunnel's still in operation. They've got different steps. And that little cliff at the end there, you see the stones, the rocks at the bottom of it. Well, that will be basically the remains of the cliff you're about to see. There you go, 1920, round about here. $1920, eh? 1920. That's what, 104 years ago. Blimey. Where does time go? And of course we also had a mini slippage here, just by the steps, into the area that used to have the ice cream place and cafe. So good job. They've got a little hut there with someone's livelihood selling coffees and ice cream. I won't film going back up because I film coming down. And see you at the top. But don't get soaked with all the water running down from the... Oh, hello, I made a friend. Big black dog. Right, see you at the top. There we go. Back out. All good. Quite a walk that is. Coming back up. Quite steep. How about I put my hand over the top of my glasses this time? Because on the way down there's so much water dripping down from above. It went on the inside of my glasses, which was quite strange and awkward. But anyway, I didn't get any on there on the way back. Always nice to look back at Teignmouth from by the Ness Hotel, because the amount of times I look over and see the Ness Hotel from Teignmouth, it's nice to do it the other way around. And I think I may have timed this fairly well, because I think that's... Oh no, it's not the ferry. I thought that was... I could see the ferry docking in Teignmouth, but it isn't. Never mind. Can't stay out too late today. A bit late getting out anyway. Might rain later. You can see the clouds are starting to come. I'm going to get a bit of stuff for Mum. But all good. I mean, I don't have to make a meal of every time I get to Shaldon. It's even nicer if I just do it more on a regular basis, but maybe not for so long. All good. Lovely. Here it comes. Gonna pick me up. Smashing. There we go, back in Teignmouth. Back on the beach anyway. Seeming on firm ground. Lovely. Like I say, I've got to pop to the co-op now for a little bit of co-op-y stuff for Mum that you can't get at Lidl's. And then head back. Lovely. There's a lobster lounge with the famous Teignmouth sign up on the wall there. Teignmouth. Keats House there. And the Billy. There's Relish over there, Northumberland Place, cafe, takeaway, all sorts of stuff. Next to the Tag Arts Community Centre, which has still got the scaffolding up. Now, someone was asking me the other day about fishing tackle and fishing bait and stuff in Teignmouth. And I said, I don't know, because I don't fish. No doubt there's stuff going on the back beach in summer, but that's the one that's open all year round, fishing tackle, here in Northumberland Place, by the community hub and the grill and up here. Basically. Looks like we're starting Pothole Street Part 2 up here. It's falling apart, these roads in Teignmouth, falling apart. Oh, actually we go down in the main street now. Get to a co-op. And the inclement weather, I said at 1 o'clock, just starting. Am I going to be able to get through here? I don't know. Chaos, mini chaos. Cars everywhere, all trying to turn into roads and holding each other up and blocking each other in. Lovely. Put my hat on now, it's raining. We weren't a million miles off with that rain prediction. They said it'd rain around 1, and it's actually 12:52 at the moment. So if it does start to come down, I'll be home. Lovely. Well, there we go. Pasties, chicken, all stuff like that for Mum. And yeah, enjoyed that. Just what I think of it. Run you through those photos again. Here you go. And that was a nice change. I'm glad I managed to go over there and see the cliff slippage. Slippage, it's a funny word to say, slippage, especially when you've got teeth. Even if the teeth don't line up right, but I'm waffling. So I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Same time, same place. Take care, thanks for watching. Thanks a lot for everyone that subscribes. Cheers, bye.